I'm Nixie, and you know what? It might be the middle of the summer holidays right now, but not at Mattel, because they've recently released the Winter Holiday Barbies, because who doesn't love a bit of Christmas in August? So on the back of the box, it shows you 4 of the 5 different Barbies that you can get as part of this range. The 5th one is a ginger doll. So on the back of the box, it says, Barbie shines bright to celebrate the magic of the holiday season. With stunning combinations of gold and silver, your 2025 Holiday Barbie doll is ready to bring timeless elegance and festive memories to you and those you love. So with past years, out of all the dolls, there's normally been one that stood out for me, but this year, I wasn't specifically feeling any, really stand out, and it was sort of between these two, so I got both. But for the first time this year, the Barbies are not alone. Ken has joined the holiday party, and we get 4 different Kens to choose from. Apparently, Ken wasn't allowed to have a 5th ginger member. So the description on the back of the box says that Ken is ready to celebrate the introduction of his first ever holiday doll. In a gold tuxedo jacket and black bow tie, your 2025 Holiday Ken doll is styled to commemorate the holidays and bring wonderful festive memories to you and those you love. And as I got 2 Barbies, I decided I better get 2 Kens to make it even. So let's get unboxing, but we're going to do the Barbies first. This is the scene on the back of the box for both Barbies and Kens. It's got a sort of wintry theme with branches of fir trees. We've got sort of golden bottom here. Not the most elaborate, but it's got a wintry vibe. So inside the box, we get the certificates of authenticity for both Barbie and Ken. This is Barbie's doll stand, and it's one of the ones that goes sort of between her legs, whereas the Ken one will go around his waist. And here are our 2 Barbies. So for the first of the 2 Barbies, she has brown hair. It's 2 tones, sort of darker and then a more chestnutty brown. For her eyeshadow, we've sort of got gold around the bottom and around this part here, but then the top bit has a silvery eyeshadow, and they are sort of shiny and metallic. She does have quite a sort of neutral lip colour, and I'm not sure if you can see for my doll here, she's got these little indents on her nose, so a bit of a defect. Her earrings are kind of a boring style that we've definitely seen before, and I kind of think they'd have looked better in a metallic gold rather than this sort of just gold colour. They do come out easily though. If we look at the back of her hair, it's got a little bit of a wave towards the bottom. Her dress here is held up with clear straps. We have this bit of netting at the top here and a bow. The dress is done up with Velcro at the back. And we have quite a full skirt, so it's sort of a gold base and silver flower decorations, although I think they're a bit more white silver, and therefore think it would have made more sense to give her gold nails rather than silver nails, because I just don't think her dress looks very silvery, it looks a lot more gold. Her shoes are the same gold as her earrings, and they're quite a pretty design, but they do have bands on, which suggests to me these do not stay on otherwise. Let's try. Bands off. Will it be on? Oh, okay, let's try the other one. Okay. No, it's reasonably staying on. I was hasty with my judgment. Now this Barbie only has the 5 points of articulation on the head, shoulders and legs, and it is just a backwards and forwards, it doesn't go out to the side. And she is obviously in a very fixed pose. But on to our second Barbie. She also has 2-tone brown hair, but she's got a light brown and dark brown, not the reddish brown of the other doll. Her hair is tied up in this ponytail and has a sort of twisty curl to it. Her eye makeup is the same as the previous doll, but I think her eyelashes look different. I think they might be just a little bit longer. Unlike the other doll though, she is sporting a pink lip. Now with this doll, when I saw her for sale, I was a little bit worried to find a made-to-move doll for her, because unlike previous years, like Asian doll, who've been really pale, she's got a bit more of a yellow undertone, which there aren't as many made-to-move bodies out there that have that. But whilst I've been trying to sort out my filming room, I discovered I did have a spare one of these BMR dolls. She is not easy to come by anymore, so I was glad I had one because she was the only doll I thought would probably be a match. And she does actually look like a perfect match. You do just have to get over the fact she's got the sort of neon green nail varnish on. I do wish they'd make some more made-to-move dolls of this skin tone, because there's her and the curvy yoga, I think, of the sort of similar skin tone, and both of them are pretty hard to come by anymore, which is a pity. This doll, however, I don't think it'd be as hard to find someone who's not going to be too badly sort of matching with her. I feel there's a lot more dolls out there that've got this kind of skin tone. But let's get on to the boys. And here they are, looking very smart in their gold suits. So first up we've got this guy. He's got quite a pale brown eye colour. rooted hair at the top that's very gelled down. Might need to try and, you know, wash that. And then the edges, they're printed and they've got sort of a fade going on. So he's wearing this gold tuxedo to complement Barbie's dress. It does have a tag here. Let's cut that. So let's just get that off. So now we can freely open it, but it would have been nice to have maybe some sort of fastening there, because now it's going to be loose and flappy. I think you'd have to sew your own type of fastening. Let's just take this off though, so we can have a proper look beneath. So he's wearing a sleeveless shirt. It's velcroed at the front, and we've got a black bow tie, which is just sort of sewn in the middle there. And there is a bit of elastic that goes around the crotch area, just to hold the shirt tucked in. So if we have a look at the jacket itself, it's this sort of gold satin material. There's this little metal bow button, and it has a black collar. If we move further down, we have the trousers, which reach down to his ankles. I don't know, it's feeling a little bit ankle swinger because of these shoes. So these shoes, very shiny black sort of dress shoes, I guess. But I don't know, is it cool to, you know, have shoes and no socks? And I'm just saying, is that a formal look? Like showing your feet off like that? Maybe it is, I don't know about men's fashion. So like the Barbie, the Ken has just the 5 points of articulation. We have head, arm, and just the backwards and forwards leg. And if you then stand him on both feet, he's at this little bit of an angle. But he does balance on his own, so that's a win. Here is our second Ken. He has brown eyes, black hair. Again, we've got this top part rooted and stuck down with a lot of gel, and then this printed sort of fade at the side. Now, I don't reckon there's probably any made-to-move Ken with his skin tone, as we're quite limited choices. Therefore, it would have been nice maybe if we had, even if not full made-to-move for the Kens, maybe just that little bit of articulation. You know, maybe give them a nice elbow joint, knee joint. Is that a terrible thing to ask for? We just want a bit of posability in our Kens. I must say though, I am very excited to get some Kens with rooted hair. I know they've got the painted fade sides, but I can sort of live with that. I like rooted hair Kens, so we've added some. But here they all are together, looking beautiful. If I did have to choose a favourite, I think it would be her. Do let me know though, which of these or the other holiday Barbies you like the best? And what's your opinion on the fact we now have holiday Kens? Personally, I'm glad he's getting some love. Ken needs some love. Anyway though, if you like this video, please do hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!